Hi, this is Brenda, and this is my initial post for discussion number 3 on the subject of personal learning networks. For this assignment, I used Screencast-O-Matic. This is my first screencast, so I found this tool to be very easy to use. The instructional videos were very clear and informative, and once I played with it for a little bit, I was fine. I didn't cry, I didn't get all upset. So that's always a good thing. As far as personal learning networks go, my idea of, or my impression of networking was sort of a social thing that you do that is kind of nebulous and unformed, and basically something like this. This was our mayor's Mardi Gras party of a couple of years ago. So the board went, our members of parliament went, the mayor was there, our regional rep was there, our Souls rep was there. So I thought that this was kind of networking, which is valid because these are all gregarious people and you meet them at OLA and it's fine. But I didn't realize that something like YouTube or Facebook or, well, Google, yeah, but the other ones could be used as learning tools, as legitimate learning tools. So this has been very interesting for me. So the first thing I did after I did the readings, I got on Twitter. I've not been on Twitter before. And I chose my things to follow. I kept my interest focused on public libraries, librarianship in general, and literacy, basically. I'm good with the academics. I don't need to focus on that right now. So I have a few public libraries here. I have OLA, and I also focused on things that would help me in my role as a trustee. So OLA has a branch called OLBA, which is the Ontario Library Board Association, which is a fantastic resource. And the Huffington Post, I have the Daily Beast, Publishers Weekly. They're all kind of focusing on not only literature and what's being published, but trends in literature. Ebooks are a big topic. How e affects libraries, how it affects education, learning. So the focus is quite broad on all those things. Keeping an eye on the industry and publishing and what's going on in publishing can also help direct the programs in the public libraries as well. I have, oh, well, there's some public personal interest here too, because like I said, I just kept clicking, and every time they suggested something that sounded good, I clicked it. Well, we all know Ken Haycock, so got to include him. The Library Journal, obviously. Thomas Fry was a speaker at OLA in the springtime, and he's a futurist, and he was talking about trends in education and libraries and how technology will affect and revolutionize those things. And he also talked a lot about 3D printing, which I thought was fascinating because I didn't know what it was, and I had to go home and Google it and find out all about it. And he was just, there was such a wealth of ideas and a wealth of possibility. So I'm really looking forward to following him. And then it dawned on me that Twitter is interactive, so there's also the corresponding part of it, which is great. Nancy Pearl, the doyenne of library science, she's writing a column for Publishers Weekly, which is very informative and helpful for both my library board work and also my work as a bibliographer. These are some colleagues. This is a colleague. It's my board chair, actually. He's very involved in the War of 1812. And so that's great that I'm learning about this Twitter thing that I didn't know before, which is really great. And hopefully it will be helpful as I grow in knowledge. The other thing I did was I selected Feedly as my news aggregator. Okay, there it is. Oh, okay. So again, this is something I'm not familiar with, even less so than Twitter. So I started to include publications like the Globe and Mail. The book section is invaluable. They have a paywall, so I'm not really sure how that's going to play out. And some of these blogs that were recommended in our readings for this week. So I'm looking forward to getting into this and seeing what they have to say and corresponding with these people. And I also found this website. Now this I was able to subscribe to on something called FeedBlitz, which I think is another news aggregator. So I feel that I've built this little nucleus for my personal learning network, and I feel I've learned things already. And I'm really excited, and I'm thinking that this will grow into one of these fabulous diagrams that we saw at the beginning. All these things. And I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really looking forward to the discussion this week to see how we can put these things to use. Thank you.